Good morning, high schoolers. Before we go on our field trip, I quickly want to go over this pamphlet that we're going to work on when we come back to class. In your pamphlet, I'd like you to talk about the who, the what, the when, the how, the why. I'd like you to talk about and explain the method for either harvesting or prepped seaweed. You're encouraged to take lots of pictures with your camera or your smartphone. I'd like you to share and explain your favorite experiences. And if you'd go on this field trip again, why or why not? All right, let's get going. Are we ready? We have our life jackets on. Kiana's good to go. All right, let's go. This boat trip is going to take a few hours. And so we're going to enjoy the ride, have some snacks, have some lunch, listen to stories from the elders, do a little bit of fishing. And once we get to this particular camp, you're going to notice 3 cabins run by 3 families. And here we are. Welcome to Dundas. You will notice that this harvester is checking the quality of the seaweed. Sometimes you have to scout out the places to see if the seaweed's ready to be harvested. Seaweed is harvested in the springtime, and we must watch the tides. Once we're done filling our sacks, we return back to camp. We must be very careful when we're climbing on the rocks. Now we spread the seaweed on the rocks to dry. On a good day, we'll flip the seaweed and let it dry some more. In some cases, we dry inside. Once the seaweed is dry, it is time to clean. And why may you think that we would clean the seaweed? We would clean the seaweed to remove the shells, the not so good seaweed, and the bugs. Now it's time to chop. Using ocean water, we spread the seaweed on a chopping block and chop. Way to go, Jonah. Awesome job, Kendra. The seaweed is packed down into a bucket and it's aged for 5 to 7 days. Then it is time to dry it again in the sun. This takes about 2 to 3 times. We rotate it. It really depends on the weather and if it's windy. Harvesting and prepping seaweed is a lot of work. And now it's time to go home.